Hey everybody, Aaron Blaise here, and it is Friday, and as you can see, you're looking at my drawing table right here. Boom! We're going to be doing some traditional drawing today at my desk. I got some really cool stuff in the mail from OLO Markers. We got some really cool paper. It's a premium marker blending card is what it's called, but it's great for all kinds of drawing. And so I'm going to try that today. Welcome. It's Friday. It's August 1st, and I've got Dustin and Nick here with me today.
Hello, everybody.
And so I thought we'd do a little bit of animal drawing. And also, I want to let you guys know Monday, we're going to be back again on Monday for another live stream, because for the next 2 weeks, next Friday and the Friday after, we are going to be MIA. We are doing our animation boot camps, 2 of them back to back. One next week and the other one the following week. And so we will not be doing our live streams for the next 2 weeks. But in the meantime, we've got a lot of other stuff going on, and we've got other other boot camps for sale. And Nick is going to tell you all about it.
Yeah, actually, that's a great segue. We've got our coming up in September. We are going to be with New Masters Village, their brand new event out in Colorado. If you go to newmastersvillage.com, again, as Aaron just mentioned, he's going to be doing animal drawing. It's a 5-day artist retreat, September 15th through 19th. You can learn more at newmastersvillage.com. And as Aaron also mentioned, next week we're not going to be here because we're doing some animation boot camps. Those are beginner animation boot camps. But last week we announced our intermediate animation boot camp, which is going to be November 13th through 17th, and that is already 1/3 sold out. So it's only been a week, and 10 of the 30 spots have already sold. Go to creatureartteacher.com/live to learn all about that. And we'll go jump back over to you, Aaron, and then we'll pick up some more in a bit.
So, like I said, our good friend John Darlin from OLO Markers sent this to me to give it a little shot, try. And so I thought I'd give it a try today. If you're interested in OLO Markers or their products like we have here, just go to OLO Marker. That's OLOMARKER.com. OLOmarker.com. And there's all kinds of great stuff there. But I'm going to just go ahead and open it up. I haven't even opened it yet. So we are starting.
It's like an unboxing and an art demo all in one.
I always get excited when I get to try new paper.
Did you say it's more of an unwrapping?
Yes. Oop, I just knocked something on the floor. Oh, one of the things I like about it already is it's thick. Nice and thick. So I'm going to put this up here. And because I'm working at a slant today, I'm going to tape this down. I've got painter's tape that I'm using so it doesn't tear. And I pre-marked this, so we should be right in the right spot. Right there. I'm going to come over just a little bit. There we go. So I'm going to tape this off. Right here. There we go. So there is mine. And it's true white, acid-free. Let me read some of the other qualities down off of this. So this is true white, acid-free, archival, and it's 11 by 17. That's the size of the sheet, so it's a standard size. I dig that. And I'm going to just dive right in. It's super smooth, really smooth. I like that. So it's obviously going to take marker really well. But I got a nice little, I'm starting
Raul
with a
says,
pencil.
if you draw a bull, you'll need to use OLO paper.
Aha!
You're so funny.
And instead of boo, some people are saying moo, moo to that joke.
So what I'm doing, I'm doing my usual big cat. I love drawing big cats. I've got a little bit of reference over here that I'm looking at. I've got this tiny little thumbnail that and all my paper's falling off my
I
desk.
can give you a hand.
No, I got it. That's fine. This is all stuff I don't need. I'm just in my haste to get ready today. I was throwing paper everywhere. So I like to indicate my sketches when I'm with an underdrawing a lot of times.
Could you have used a Bic pen if you had wanted to?
I could. I've actually got a big pen. Matter of fact, I might use a big pen on this. Who knows? A big penny.
Can both sides of the paper be drawn on? I believe yes. It's the same on both sides.
Yep, definitely the same on both sides. Yep. Absolutely. And I like to draw in really quickly. I like my drawing, when I was younger, I was all about keeping things really rendered and really, clean lines. And as I've gotten older, I've gotten much freer with my work.
Eric on Facebook says, love when Aaron does tigers.
Thanks, Erica.
Mr. Garlic says, I got my seat for November. Thank you for another great opportunity. A perfect birthday gift.
Oh, thanks, man.
Nice.
We are
Thanks,
looking
Mr. Garlic.
forward
We're
to seeing
looking
you.
forward to it ourselves.
Mindser Wild Rhapsody on YouTube asks, did you have the opportunity to meet Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson in person?
I did. Yeah. Several times over, actually. Yeah. They first came to our studio in 1989 when I first started at the studio here in Orlando. And I met them, and I met Ward Kimball and a whole bunch of them. Ken Anderson was there.
Paston Lasta says, my big pen remark went a bit out of context. The original question was, could you have used any pen you wanted at Disney as long as the ink/painters had something to work with, or was it pencils only?
Oh, no. Some guys, it was rare, but some guys animated in pen every once in a while. Because, as far as animators go, we could animate anything we wanted because our drawings they didn't end up on the screen. It was the assistants and in-betweeners drawings that ended up on the screen. They went over and redid all of our drawings. So we really could just kind of get away with drawing with anything. And there was a couple of guys that tried animating with Sharpies and, pens and things like that. I think Andreas did some pen animation at one time. I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
And then cleanup had to clean it up with pencil, right?
Yeah, clean it up with pencil.
And sorry, Mindser, we already answered that question. Question concerned about Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnson. He repeated the same question again just now.
Yeah, I did.
There's a little bit of a delay for people on the stream.
Met the whole gang.
You might not have heard it yet.
MB Yoakum on YouTube says, "Hi, Aaron.
Hey, how's it going?
It's been a minute since I've checked in. Is Ronnie working on any courses?"
I believe he is. Yeah. So you can see I'm staying very, very loose here.
XF540 on YouTube writes, Mr. Blaise.
Hello.
Hello. I noticed you are a left-hand dominant and cat facing to the right. I am a right-hand dominant and I typically draw facing left. What do you recommend to practice and gain symmetry?
Well, I'm just happen to be doing this cat facing to the right because my reference is looking to the right. I do an equal number both ways. So it doesn't matter. I'm just as prolific either way. So, but as far as just mileage, that'll get your symmetry if you're looking for, being able to do it, either way. And so the more you do it, the better you get. That's what it comes down to.
And T. Ferguson In your career, what was the hardest animal to nail down animating, and how long did it take?
Well, elephants are really difficult. Not so much the animate, animating anything is difficult. Getting the movement and everything else, and getting the convincing, whether it's human, animal, whatever. But there's really complex shapes, and elephants are very complex shapes to move in space. And so that's where it took me a little bit of time to get that anatomy down to where I could draw it without struggling as much. It's always a struggle.
YouTube question, Mr. Blaise, when you're doing tie downs for your animation, are you still drawing with your shoulder or do you use your wrist?
I always draw with my shoulder.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what type of drawing. Mike Manning says, I just wanted to give a shout out to that Art of Aaron Blaise Volume 2 book. It arrived last Friday and it is just as beautiful as Volume 1. A big thank you to Aaron for drawing in them. I received the one with the bear drawing.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm glad you got it.
CMC asked...
CMC Music
I
Factory?
was just going to say, of the Music Factory?
Did you ever help with the assistants or cleanups so that you could say you did something that ended up on the screen?
Yeah, that's where I started. I started in cleanup. I started as an assistant. So I worked under Mark Kausler, who's an amazing, really broad kind of Roger Rabbit type. I worked under him on Roger Rabbit shorts, Roller Coaster Rabbit. And that's where I got my start. So I did lots of drawings that ended up on the screen. Thousands. I was an assistant for over a year before I became an animator.
And Natsunoyo says, hi, Mr. Blaise.
Hello.
When you do tie downs for your animation, are you still drawing with your shoulder, or do you use your wrist?
You just asked me that, Dustin.
No, I asked it.
Oh, you asked it. Oh,
Yeah, we already asked
Sorry.
it, Dustin.
And have you seen the Zootopia 2 trailer?
Nick sent it to me, but I haven't watched it yet.
I was going to say we asked that earlier, but that was on the on member stream, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hello, Aaron. What course should I take on your website to learn drawing for animation?
Well, you can take my introduction to animation. I've got that. You can take my character design course. That'll teach you that.
I would definitely say character design would be a great one.
Yeah, the character design course is a really good one. And my anatomy course actually is good, because it gives you those fundamentals that you need as an animator to draw humans and then caricature them. So I would, if you're looking for drawing lessons, if you're like not adept at drawing itself, then I would definitely start with anatomy and then work up to character design, because then you'll be bouncing off of that anatomy knowledge, and then you can move into the introduction to animation.
Was that Baba Edith's question you just had?
I don't know. I just read the question. Yes, it was.
That was?
Yeah.
Indigold Soul 7. What should I work on to make an animal drawing look closer to reality? I feel like I can't quite leave that, quote, cartoony style.
Use reference. That's a good place to start. Start using reference.
By the way, someone was asking about courses and stuff. I think it's a good time to mention some big news. We have announced, if you follow Aaron on YouTube, or TikTok, you may have seen a video we put out the other day. We have announced that for a limited time, we have brought back our lifetime membership plan to Creature Art Teacher. It literally gets you all of those courses we mentioned, plus everything we release into the future forever.
Into the future.
But the reason we're bringing it back for a limited time,
Yeah, this is exciting.
is because on August 23rd, we are doing our first online stream of Snow Bear. It's exclusive to lifetime members because we promised that as a perk for becoming a lifetime member. You helped fund the making of the film, so you get to be the first to see it online. August 23rd, it's going to be a private streaming event. So if you want to be amongst the first to see it, go to creatureartteacher.com and get a lifetime membership, and you'll be invited to that stream. The cool thing about that stream is we're not just showing the movie. It's going to be kind of like our Snow Bear road shows that we've done around the world, except in an online format. So we're going to show the film, then we're going to talk about how we made it. Aaron's going to do Q&A. He's going to do some live drawing and animation demos. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be cool. I'm very excited about it. I've been dying to share it with everybody, online, because we've had, it's been nice taking it around the world and showing it, but I really wanted to show it to the folks that have been there with us and kind of, help support us along the way. So I'm just starting, I do markers like I do watercolor. I start light and work dark.
Maximus DeJesus on YouTube says, I'm new to the channel and I already love the lives you make, and I love drawing animals while watching your lives.
Thank you. That's awesome.
And thanks for commenting. Speaking of animals, August is Animal Kingdom Month at Creature Art Teacher. So we have, for a limited time, put all of our animal drawing courses down to just $15 each. Animal and creature design courses, I should say. So it's not just basically any of the critters, essentially. You can pick up any animal drawing course for $15 or 2 for $20. So it's a great deal. And the more you buy, the more you save.
And by the way, I'm digging this paper.
You really enjoying the paper?
Yeah.
Digging it. Smooth.
Oh yeah. I'm not a huge marker guy. It's not my, I don't use it. I don't use them a ton. I use them every once in a while. And what I love about OLO markers is the fact that I can, even though I'm not a marker expert, I can just kind of approach it the way I would approach any other medium. And they're super forgiving, and they're such a great drawing tool. And this paper really takes them well.
I Draw Arts on YouTube says, or asks, do you have to get a degree in fine arts to become an animator for any studio?
Nope.
Aaron
Matter of
doesn't have
fact,
a
I don't
degree.
have a degree. I don't even have one.
Have you ever used Posca markers?
No.
Posca? I think it's
No.
Posca. Posca.
No, my experience really has been with OLO. I really love OLO. I love OLO. Hello, Molo.
You used to use Copic, but then you switched to OLO. And
Yeah.
it's worth pointing out that the creator of OLO is the one who, John Darlin, our good friend, who was responsible for making Copic markers as successful as they were.
Yes.
OLO.
Hello, OLO.
So he knows a thing or two about alcohol markers.
Is it possible to become an artist and an actor at the same time?
Of course.
I mean,
Why not?
There's a lot of actors out there that do art on the sidelines.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
John is watching now, as a matter of fact.
Hey, John. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny. How you doing?
We
Johnny.
first met John on a trip to Africa. He
Yeah.
was our roommate.
Yeah, he got to hear me snore every night.
Yes. We were greatly concerned about whether you were going to make it through the night.
Yes, it was back before my CPAP days. Back when I would die just a little bit every night.
So you initially went in and laid down some brown.
Yeah, just
what's
like
the thinking with that?
it's kind of a neutral tone.
Okay.
That it was just, it's giving me a little bit of silhouette, just something to lay as a base. That's my theory behind it anyway. I don't know how good that is. And then I'm starting to push some more pure color, and then I'll get into some cools later. And then I'm going to pull the whole thing together with some black.
Are you approaching it a little bit like the way you would watercolor building up?
A little bit. I'm approaching it more as a drawing medium.
Okay.
So I'm just, more like crayons. I'm actually kind of using it like crayons.
Okay.
And because, like I said, I'm truly not a marker expert. So I'm just kind of diving in with how I would, just instinct, I guess.
What do you think about selling this drawing?
I would love to sell it.
That's a good opportunity to mention that yesterday, actually last night, we posted a ton of new original drawings by Blaise.
Yeah, I've been doing tons of demos over the last.
Yep, there's individual drawings as well as full animation sets, and they're actually selling pretty quickly. You can go to creatureartteacher.com/originals and pick something up. And later today, we'll put this one up there. So creatureartteacher.com/originals if you want to own an original drawing by Blaise.
Yeah. Hey, John, if you're still watching, I'm loving this paper. Now, if you guys don't follow my friend Manny Carrasco, you should. Manny is the big cat expert. And whenever I sit down to draw a big cat, I think, what would Manny do? Manny's just amazing. You got to check out his work.
Kim asks, are Olos refillable like Copics? Yes, they are refillable. Or no, they're not, right?
You can get cartridges.
Didn't you pull out some refills earlier? Were those for?
Yeah, you get those. I've got them stashed away in another bin.
Hiding your stash.
Yes.
Yeah, it's replacement cartridges. Sorry, that's the right word.
Yeah, replacement cartridges.
You had it right.
But there's more ink in them.
Yeah. So, what they've done is with markers for consistent flow and to behave the way you want them to, they're basically pressurized. So
yeah, it's positive pressure. That's right.
So if you were to, they spent a lot of time trying to make it so, when you used to do the old refill style, sometimes you didn't get the right flow of the ink when it first came out. So they went with a cartridge system to make sure that you have the best experience every time.
Every time.
60% of the time, it works every time. No,
That doesn't even make
it always works all the time. That was a Anchorman joke.
Yeah. 70% of the time, it works every time. Stings the nostrils.
YouTube question.
Hello.
I have a question. I'm currently learning paper animation from your website.
Hey.
Usually drawing 10 frames per day. As a professional animator, how many frames do you draw per day? Is it more like 50
Are you talking
or
about
100?
frames or drawings? If you're probably talking about drawings.
I think
not
they're talking about
necessarily
drawings.
frames. Yeah. With rough animation, I can do anywhere between 20 or 30 drawings up to 50 drawings. But I've been doing it for 37 years too, so don't compare yourself to how fast I do it.
Maximus says,
Hey, Maximus.
Says, P.S. I am drawing an alligator while watching this.
Oh, nice.
Drawing a Florida puppy.
Is there hope for getting started in the animation field in your 40s?
Of course. I know people that got started in their 50s. So, yes. You should do it anyway, I mean, animation is just fun, no matter what age you are.
Actually, speaking of personal question, but uh, during your time working at Disney, who was the oldest hire, new hire?
Juan Morales.
Juan Morales?
Yes, he was a political prisoner in Cuba. And he was an architect, and then Castro put him in prison because he spoke out against the government, I think it was. And he was in prison for a long time. And then he came to Miami, and then he came to us. And I think we hired him at 50. He was 50. He's unfortunately he's gone now. But Juan was a great guy, and man, we all worked together for 15 years.
Sean said,
He actually came through one of our internships. Sorry, go ahead, Nick.
no, you're fine. Sean says, I'm a children's book author who will be taking your animation classes very soon.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't quite understand.
So one of the things I like is, I can do things at high key like this. High keys meaning, lighter than normal. So this is all high key, not haiku.
Sean Green says, I hope to adapt my first book into a short film next year.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
World Elephant Day is in 11 days. I'm so excited.
So exciting.
That is why August is Animal Kingdom Month at creatureartteacher.com. Because also World Lion Day is in August. I think World Tiger Day might be in August. So this month you can get any animal drawing course or creature design course for just $15. And you can get 2 for $20. The more you buy, the more you save. Go to creatureartteacher.com the whole month of August, Animal Kingdom Month. And John says, you just remove the nib from the old marker and put in the cartridge and reuse the cap.
There you go. Right from the manufacturer's mouth.
No mess, and it takes
We've
seconds.
got OLO Markers online right now.
Thon Fong on Facebook says, what a beaut. Sir, what inspired you to draw, what inspired you to start your journey in art?
You're asking me to remember back to the time I was 9 months old. I've literally been drawing since I was 9. My family was very artistic. They were always.
Since you were 9 months, you mean?
What's that?
You said since you were 9.
9 months.
Yeah.
And so, my family has always been supportive of the arts. My father is a musician, along with, he draws, and my mother drew and painted. Neither one of them did visual art professionally, but they were always very supportive of it. And so from the time I could hold a pencil, I was doing art, and they were always saying, hey, you're going to be a commercial artist when you grow up. I never knew what that meant, but here I am. And so I've always just loved drawing and painting, and there was never any doubt that I was going to do anything else. I think at one point when I was in high school, I thought about going into forestry, but that didn't last very long. And I was lucky that my mother and father split up when I was very young, when I was 5, and my mother met a man who became my stepfather, and he loved art and was an interior designer, had a degree in interior design from Syracuse, and just, he taught me, perspective when I was young, and another big supporter of the arts. And my stepfather is the guy that really raised me. And so he was always like getting me back on track. And, he was just really a great guy, John Austin, who my daughter Austin is named after.
Can you please tell us what some upcoming classes are on CAT?
Well, I'm in the middle of shooting a course right now on 20 common actions that every animator should know, but don't usually get taught. So, one of the things I've noticed over the years is, especially as a professional animator, we grow up with getting lots and lots of lectures and lessons on acting for animation and all the important stuff because you not need to have great acting for animation. But there's a lot of just actions, mechanics that you'll encounter as an animator that no one teaches. And no one teaches it because it's hard to teach, because you've got to sit there and you got to figure it out and you got to explore and there's so many different ways of doing a lot of these actions. But I've decided to sit down and just pick 20 of the most common actions and do my version of them so that you can at least get a sense of, how to approach it and what to think about. A lot of it's thinking about not so much the emotion of something, although I do touch on it, but it's more about the physics, really talking about physics and how do you make something look believable and of this world. And so things like a character walking and tripping. No one teaches that, but I'm trying to teach it so that or show it, at least demonstrate it so that you can learn how to approach it in your own work. So I'm doing 20 actions, and the first one's human. I'm going to do one for animals as well.
I want to let people know that tomorrow, if you're anywhere near New Paltz, New York, Snow Bear is playing at the Denzian Theater.
Denzian?
At 11
a.m. Is that like
a.m.
the Enzian?
It's kind of like the Enzian, but it's Denzian.
Oh.
It's supposedly New York's only European-style theater, whatever that means. But that's what it says on their website. I don't know what it means either, but that's what it says on their website. They are having their Summer Shorts Festival, and Snow Bear is a part of it. It's playing tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Awesome. So I'm going in with some serious orange here. I just committed. So I've got to go in all the way now.
Going in. When will Snow Bear will be available to watch in Chicago area?
There are some festivals in Chicago that we are waiting to hear back from. So the best place to find out about upcoming streamings is snowbearshort.com. That's snowbearshort.com.
Snowbearshort.com.
It's .com. How many of you guys remember Homestar Runner?
Homestarwano.net. It's .com.
The kids used to love Homestar Runner. It used to crack me up.
Samwise says, "Wow, the chroma on that orange is more bold than I'm gutsy enough to use."
I know. Well, I'm committing to it. So don't panic. That the key when you do something like this is not to panic, because we have a ways to go. I've got more darks to put in here that are going to push this more, into a realm that's not so hard.
Electric.
It's electric.
I don't know why I did final countdown. That didn't make any sense.
Da 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 da.
It's the final countdown. Do you usually start a drawing with the final image in mind? Find myself making decisions throughout the process that completely changes the final result.
Oh, I go
Wondering if
back
that
and
is
forth.
common.
Sometimes I start with the final in mind. Sometimes, like this, I'm using reference, and it's a portrait, so it's basically right there. But other times, I'm exploring as I go, making decisions as I go. So yeah, it varies. I like the sound of these markers.
Little
Squeaky, squeaky,
squeak, squeak.
squeaky, squeakers, squeak, squeaker.
Squickety squeak, squeaker.
Is that taupey underdrawing in marker as well? Yes, the taupe
Yes.
color is. You did do a small
I did a
pencil.
pencil. Yeah, yeah, I did a Prismacolor.
Yeah, there was a red pencil underdrawing, then a taupe or the brown,
Yeah.
or what they're calling taupe, went in, and now he's going in with the additional colors.
Yeah, I can just get into I just have fun drawing.
Brian asks, "Is this from one of Dustin's photos?"
I think I shot these. I can't remember. Did you shoot these, Dustin? I thought I shot them.
I think those were during our watercolor exhibit or during watercolor workshop in yeah, I definitely feel like I took that one at least. I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, did you not?
I think so. And the one that you're drawing itself, I'm not sure actually.
I'm going in with the little violet. Cool
Violet?
Cool it all down. Man, I love these markers. This is fun. You know, when you, one of the things I love doing is working with a medium that I don't normally work with, and just, hey, if you mess it up, that's all right. But this is, I don't feel like I'm messing it up. I feel like that's one of the things I love about these markers is you can just have fun with them and create, you know, just be free with it.
What color do you run out of faster? This morning I ran out of sky blue, and somehow this was not a surprise, but I could see you running out of that nuclear orange pretty fast.
No, I run out of, with paints in general, ultramarine blue. I go through a lot of ultramarine blue. So I'm looking for, what I want to do is, so many colors.
Now, John mentions, you know, that's the beauty of alcohol markers. You can layer with less saturated colors and change tone and value.
Yeah. And I'm really, I mean, I'm laying it on layer after layer after layer. Look at that. Oh, I'm getting some nice blending happening.
That's and that's part of what this paper is supposed to excel at.
Yeah. Oh, this is cool, John.
John mentioned,
Johnny.
John did say, the John we're referring to, who for people who might be joining late, this was a pack. These markers are OLO markers, and the paper is new paper from OLO. And John mentioned to me mentioned in the chat earlier that for years they had normally imported papers from Europe and Asia, but this paper, he finally got a quality paper that he's happy with that's manufactured in America, in the USA. So this is made in America paper, which is cool.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is a good color right here. And that's a good blend. Oh, you blend.
Will it blend?
It's blending.
Just wanted to see it in person versus. And again, for people who don't know, we're going to put this drawing up for sale later on the website. If you go to creatureartteacher.com, it'll be available over at creatureartteacher.com/originals.
Originals.
Along with a bunch of other original drawings that we released just yesterday. So if you're interested in owning an Aaron Blaise original drawing, and there's standalone drawings as well as full animation sets that we've grouped together. So you can get 5, 6, 8 drawings in a pack.
Yeah, I spent the last several months doing a lot of animation demos live online, and we decided to take that pile of drawings and make them available.
And this drawing will be up there today.
Squeaker, squeak.
YouTube comment, I'd love to purchase a lifetime membership. Do you plan on making more paper animation? I'm eager to learn how to make paper animation the way of classical Disney animation.
I am doing paper animation right now.
He's doing a course, another paper animation course. Not right now, because he's drawing with marker right now.
We're drawing with marker right now, but here is...
it's the course he's currently filming.
Yeah, this is from a course that I'm currently filming. I'm just showing how to do a character just jumping. And I'm not sure if it's out of focus, but this is all on paper.
No, it looks great.
And I'm in the process of it right now, so this isn't done yet. But I go through everything. I talk about the anticipation. I talk about how we break up the action. I talk about stretches and wipes. Look at the hands. Look how the hands distort as they come up. You know, stretch, squash. You know, how does, you know, the bouncing ball. How does the bouncing ball relate to a character? Well, this is it right here. It's squash and stretch. So I talk about all these, and I'm doing it on paper purposely because a lot of people get hung up on what software they need to use when I teach a course, and many of my courses are they're based on shoot, what color was I using? They're based on concepts, not software, and so I decided, you know, because like I said, a lot of times I'll get people going, hey, I can't do that course because I don't have that software. And it really is not software dependent. It's talking about the fundamentals. It's talking about concepts rather than, you know, the method or the software being used. So I decided to do it on paper so anyone can follow along. You can follow along on paper. You can follow along on using TV Paint or Krita or whatever, Toon Boom, whatever software you want to use, or paper, or whatever.
People are enjoying the ASMR marker squeak.
Squeaker, squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeaker.
Any plans to do a course with one of your old Disney friends like Floyd Norman, or maybe a course on how to draw comics?
Yes.
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. We've got one person that we're working with that's going to be doing some comic stuff that we're really excited about. We've got another person that we're signing on that we're very excited about that we're not ready to announce yet. So we've got a few cool things coming up.
Henlim says, I just tuned in. Did you make this tiger from memory? No, he is
I'm using a reference.
And for people who are just joining us, I want to let you know that we are running a bunch of sales over at creatureartteacher.com, but most excitingly, our lifetime membership plan is back, and that is back for just 3 weeks. It's available until August 23rd, because the other exciting news is that on August 23rd, you can be the first person to see Snow Bear online. We're going to be doing a special stream exclusively for lifetime members. When we first launched the lifetime membership plan, it was specifically to finish Snow Bear, and the perk for purchasing it was that you would be amongst the first people to see it. So we're going to honor that commitment, and we're going to open it up to some more people. So if you are interested in picking up a lifetime membership, go to creatureartteacher.com and click on the tutorials and lessons link. You'll see it right at the top of the page. It gets you everything we have on the website, which is over 800 hours of courses, hundreds of hours of live stream content that's exclusive to members, as well as everything we release on the website forever. It also gets you thousands of brushes, digital brushes, artist photo reference packs, all kinds of stuff.
So I'm switching over to my brush marker now.
Bimoji brush
My
marker.
Bimoji brush marker. And I'm going to draw.
Have you ever drawn comics, perhaps with your old days at Disney?
No more than, out of just curiosity. Comics weren't ever anything I was super interested in doing, although I liked it. I was always an animal nerd, nature nerd, things like that. So I loved drawing animals, and ever since I was a little kid.
Our friend Gabby from San Francisco says, I want to see Aaron draw a cartoonishly fluffy tiger. That'd be fun.
How's it feel to want? There we go.
And Evan says, the best education in art just keeps getting better and better. I love this community so much.
Thank you. We love the community that we've propagated. We really have had a wonderful time doing this for the last 13 years now.
What is your favorite medium to draw animals like this?
I love charcoal. I love it. I'm really loving the markers too, though.
And Matt on YouTube says, squeaker art teacher.
Yeah.
I like it.
Once again, check out my friend Manny Carrasco and his big cats. And also check out Terrell Whitlatch, who's an amazing animal artist, creature designer. I've really learned a lot from her. She's got some great books out. She's a marker expert.
John says he has to take off in a minute, but if you have any questions, let him know. He can answer before he leaves.
Yes. John Darlin, who's the owner of OLO Markers, creator of OLO Markers.
If you have any question about these markers or these papers or this paper, ask him now.
Ask him now, because he's on his way out.
Flood the comments with questions so we can make him late to his next appointment.
Corvids asks, have you ever tried drawing with gel crayons? They're
No.
a bit like pastels, but you can watercolor with them a bit as well.
No, I've never have.
I've used watercolor pencils back in the day. It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
You basically lay them down like colored pencil, and then you would go in with a brush.
Yeah.
And kind of they'd start to.
They dilute.
Are the markers cheap?
Nothing's cheap. No, I wouldn't say they're astronomical. They're competitive. I think they're competitively priced.
They're definitely a great value for, they're comparable to
amazing
they're
value.
comparable to other art markers.
Keep in mind, I don't do markers. It's not one of my mediums that I'm adept at, and I've just sat down and just did it. Just
Martin's wondering, has Walt Disney ever used OLO markers?
I'm sure, yeah.
And Moby wants to know, when will OLO become available in the UK? John, that's a question for you if you're still on there.
Hello, OLO.
John says the markers have 2 times the amount of usable ink as other markers on the market. So, for example, our brush marker sells for about $4 and has the same amount of usable ink as a Copic, which sells for $7 to $8.
Well, there you go.
And the replacement cartridges go for about $2.50.
Marjorie Sarah says, I miss your watercolor live streams. I would love to see a bird of prey done in this medium.
You know, I'm going to have to do one because now that I'm sitting here drawing traditionally, which I haven't been able to do a lot of lately, I'm hooked.
And Twitch question or Twitch comment, that's actually a really great value. Are they blendable? Yes, they are super blendable.
Super blendable.
So these markers were specifically created by the person who brought Copic markers to the U.S. and he since started his own marker brand. And so John knows the pitfalls in and out of what makes a good alcohol marker, and he developed these from the ground up. John says, because of our technology, OLO always feels like a new marker when you open it up. It doesn't get dry and scratchy.
Exactly.
And Ruby says, oof, this is so satisfying.
Good.
What animal do you like drawing the most?
I love drawing any big cats. I love drawing bears, obviously. I love drawing elephants. Elephants are one of my favorites. Elephants have so much soul. I mean, all animals have a lot of soul, but there's just something about elephants that I just absolutely love. And one thing that I don't do a lot of that when I do, I really love doing is underwater fish and that sort of thing. I love drawing stuff like that. You know, when I did a lot of diving, you know, growing up in Florida, I grew up near the beach, not near the beach, but I was at the beach a lot. And I was diving as much as I could, and I spent a lot of time out in the Gulf. I wonder if the alcohol will dissolve the ink that I'm laying down.
Didn't we run into this once before?
Well, it was ballpoint that it was dissolving. I don't know if it dissolves.
You should do a test sheet.
I'm going
Take
to.
a test sheet.
You just put it on there. I think I just drew on my. No, I didn't. I'm okay.
Got a special comment from Johnny Pearson.
No, it's not too bad.
Huh?
Oh, it's just saying it's not too bad. Go ahead.
Johnny Pearson gave a $5 tip and wrote, "Hey, I learned how to sculpt using your guys' course by Tony.
Hey,
now I sculpt masks and figures every day.
That
Wow.
Wouldn't have been possible without."
that's cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to. It does smear it a little, but I'm using it to my advantage. There we go. Getting some shadow, putting a shadow. His eye is casting a shadow. Hey, say shadow one more time.
Oh. Oh, it's like John Darling from YouTube is setting out saying, "Have a great day, everyone. Aaron and team, you are the best."
Thanks, John.
Thank you very much, John. Have a good weekend.
I love the paper. I mean, it really, this brush pen too, it's super silky. Takes it really nice.
Smooth as silk.
Smooth, soft and smooth.
Smooth. It's just, so smooth.
Raynola says, Aaron, someday I'd love to see you teach the technique of creating transparency and fragility of creatures like jellyfish and other sea creatures. How to get that like translucent
Yeah, well,
look.
that's you just have to think about the logic of what's happening. But yeah, I could teach that.
I missed the bits about the paper. What does it do differently than Strathmore or Smooth Bristol? This is a Twitch question.
It's almost like a clay feel. I don't know. It's different.
This is OLO specially designed paper, which they sell on olomarker.com. It's designed for marker as well as ink and colored pencil. It takes all of those incredibly well.
Yeah.
And it is made in the USA.
Much like myself.
Living in America.
Florian on Facebook says, Aaron, that looks amazing. What software is this?
I'm using AI, Aaron Intelligence.
And the application is paper.
Yeah.
Again, for people who might not know, Aaron is going to be participating in 2 artist retreats or workshops, whatever you want to call them, coming up. The first one is September 15th through 19th in Southern Colorado with New Masters Academy. We're partnering up with them at the launch of their New Masters Village. Aaron's going to be there for 5 days in person teaching animal drawing in a live environment. There's going to be a classroom component, and then you're going to draw actual live animals, horses, goats, chickens, whatever is around the property.
It's going to be super cool.
It's a big 60-acre retreat. And the days are set up in a way that you can do things like go horseback riding or enjoy the lakes and the streams. It's like, it really is meant to be an old-fashioned artist retreat. So there's artistic learning as well as just relaxing and soothing your soul and being part of nature and drawing out in nature. We're really excited about that. You can learn more at newmastersvillage.com. Also, we just announced our next animation boot camp, which is going to be November 13th through 17th in Orlando, Florida. We just announced it last week, and we're already a full third sold out. 10 of the 30 spots are gone. If you want to snap up one of the other ones, don't wait. Go to creatureartteacher.com/live. All of our other boot camps have sold out. We expect this to be the same, and they sell out quickly. creatureartteacher.com/live. Don't miss your chance to learn animation with Aaron in person. Both of those events are a great opportunity to learn. So whether you're into animal drawing, like we're doing today, or you're into animation, because we know people follow Aaron for a variety of topics, we've got something for everybody.
I do it all, baby.
Burgermeister on YouTube asks, Dear Mr. Blaise.
Hello.
Hello. Have you ever drawn with sidewalk chalk on the pavement?
I have. I really enjoyed it. We did it at Nick's house one time, actually, one Christmas.
Yep.
I actually did it quite often back when I was a kid in Claremont.
We did a lot, actually. You and your sister had lots of sidewalk chalk.
JW Creates asks, Aaron, can you tell me what size Bimoji you were using?
This is what's a medium, I guess.
Is it?
And it's a synthetic brush. It's not a felt tip. I order them by the box.
Oh, I should point out that both of those retreats include lodging and food. You just got to get yourself there. So. Fabrice wants to know, any chance to come back to Europe with your film? I know you were at Annecy, but I couldn't attend your showcase of Snow Bear. It is going to be showing at some more festivals in Europe. We can definitely say that. I'm not allowed to announce which ones yet. Sounds like you're in France, maybe. I don't know of any specifically in France, but there's going to be some in the UK coming up for sure. Erica says the workshops are great and so worth it.
Oh, thanks, Erica.
They're fantastic.
Erica's been to several, and we love having her and Frankie there.
Might you ever do another retreat at New Masters Village in the future?
Oh, I'm sure this won't be the last one. But we're going to be doing a lot on our own as well. And not just animation boot camps. We're going to be doing a lot of different boot camps coming up in the future. I love using these brushes. Markers, the markers in these brushes are such a good complement. I love this paper too, man. I mean, there's no bleeding at all. It just takes it so nice. Anybody seen Fantastic Four?
Oh, did that come out?
Yeah, I think I want to go see it.
I think Steve and Claudia are going to see it tonight.
Yeah, our daughter Lily saw it. She said she liked it.
I think they're going to a 6:45 show if you want to go. Steve mentioned it to me earlier and I completely forgot.
I just have a feeling if I'm gonna watch, if I watch the movie, there's gonna be like so many little like bits of story from like other hero movies or shows recently that would just be like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? Am I supposed to know him?
I am totally off the Fantastic Four. I watched The Life of Chuck.
I really want to see that.
It is awesome.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
It is such a great philosophical, super creative, beautiful film.
Is that the one acted by the same guy that plays as Loki?
Yes, Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, Tom Hiddleston.
It's a beautiful film. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful story done in a super creative way.
It's a Stephen King short story, I believe.
Yeah, Stephen King, when he writes his little novellas, because like Green Mile was a little novella series, and I love that. I read that one as well.
So was Shawshank.
Yeah, when he writes those, boy, there's something about those that are just so powerful. And
Stand By Me was one.
yeah, I just
Stand by the English one?
Mm-hmm.
just loved it.
Yeah, you always think Stephen King and you think horror, but just those three alone are like classics.
They don't pull any punches, and they're just beautiful stories. And they're raw, and they get to the meat of life, and it's just, and if you've lived any life, experienced any heartache or anything, these really hit home.
Since I just thought of this now, it's August 1st. Since August is Animal Kingdom month on our website, we should just do animals all month long.
Sounds good to me. You want to get an argument from me?
Animals and creatures, I should say, because
Creatures that benefit the art teacher.
next week, Aaron draws one-celled plankton.
Time to draw creatures for art teachers. Get it? Fine, I'll shut up.
Sorry, did you say something?
Damn it. Then time to draw creatures for the art teachers.
Yes.
Mark Hamill's in it, hard pass. You don't like Mark Hamill? Who doesn't like Mark Hamill?
Oh, short-sighted. It's a good film. Beautiful, beautiful film.
Yeah, doesn't he play as like
Plays a grandfather.
Oh, grandfather. Yeah, I did see that little sequence from a YouTube short of him talking about everything is numbers or everything is math.
Everything is numbers.
Everything is cool when you add them all up. Extreme Maybe on YouTube says Stephen King said he doesn't write horror books, but suspense books.
Fair enough, I guess.
I suppose.
I'll allow it.
What was the comment?
Stephen King said he doesn't write horror novels, he writes suspense.
Oh,
Is how he sees it.
this is fun.
Again, if you're interested in owning this drawing, later today it'll be posted at creatureartteacher.com/originals. We also have a whole bunch of other drawings up there for sale right now, individual drawings as well as complete animation sets by Aaron. Go to creatureartteacher.com/originals.
I forgot the other week I finally finished watching all the seasons that's available on YouTube of the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
It is such a Dustin thing.
What?
Watching the good old classics. That's very much you. No, I know. I'm not saying
Well,
that
it
as
wasn't a knock. Yeah, it was just
Not
saying,
knocking you.
that's so you.
you like the good stuff. Remember when you were a little kid, you loved Abbott and Costello, and you just
Yeah.
You watched so much Abbott and Costello when you were a little kid
Remember your mom got me that the box set.
because you loved it so much.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
loved
no,
that when I was
I
growing
didn't know
up.
they had. I don't even think they had. I knew they had movies because I listened to their Who's on First skit all the time on Mom's iPod.
Yeah.
But that's when he introduced me to the movies with that box set for my birthday that one.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I couldn't stop watching him. I loved him so much. And then he introduced me to Baba Black Sheep
Yep.
from what was it?
Robert Conrad.
70s, was it?
Yeah. I loved that show when I was a kid.
And I do still watch more of the recent classics of like Jurassic Park and Goofy Movie and others, but yeah, it's just something about anything from like the 90s back,
Yeah.
like 90s, 80s, all the way back to the 50s. Like Casablanca, just amazing movie.
It
But
really is.
there's a lot of kids these days just don't understand.
You were an old soul for sure growing up because you liked all the old stuff.
And also listening to the music of like the Rat Pack of Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin,
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr.
And
Dustin, have you ever seen Captain's Courageous?
Captain's Courageous?
I think you would love that movie.
yeah, you would.
No, I can't say that I have.
It's got the same actor who was in Little Lord Fauntleroy. He's the if you've ever seen that, which is another classic. But
No, there's still a lot of old films I need to
it's
see. But
Captain's Courageous. You would dig it. It's really good. It holds up really well too. It's old
great.
black and white movie,
you know
but
the
it's
one I really need to watch again because I haven't seen it since since I was tiny. Robin Hood, but like the 1950s.
the Errol Flynn one.
Errol
Yeah,
Flynn.
Errol Flynn.
Yeah.
Robin Hood.
Unlike some Robin Hoods, I can speak in a British. Um, I realize that there's a couple of upcoming screenings that we have not announced for people who might be watching of Snow Bear, because we get these questions all the time. As I said, tomorrow in New York, if you're anywhere near New Paltz, New York, or Paltz, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, we're playing at the Denizen Theater as part of their Summer Shorts Fest. It's tomorrow at 11 a.m. If you're in Guanajuato, Mexico, it's going to be playing August 4th as part of the Guanajuato International Film Festival. And if you're in Hollywood, California, this one's pretty exciting. On August 11th, we are part of the Holly Shorts Film Festival in Hollywood, California. It's going to be playing at the world famous Chinese Theater in Hollywood, California, which is pretty cool. I wish we could be there for that one.
Yeah.
If you go to snowbearshort.com, there's links to get tickets to all of those screenings.
And to answer Matt, never really watched never seen any of the Marx Brothers stuff. I've only seen the Three Stooges.
Yeah, if you like the Three Stooges and you like Abbott Costello, you'd like the Marx Brothers.
I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. Just never found it, or it never came across. I remember in drama class one time to talk about staging and how everything's lit. We watched the classic of Streetcar Named Daisy, was it?
Desire.
Desire, that's it. Streetcar Named Desire. Stella!
Marlon Brando.
Yep. Marlon Brando starring another absolute classic, The Godfather. When I make a muffin, I can't refuse.
So what I'm doing here with the brush pen at this point, when I go into like the ear, I'm coloring in. The stripes are positive shapes, but then I'm going in and doing negative shapes, doing dark shadows and you know, hitting the orange is positive coming forward, so I got to paint around it.
Evan on YouTube says,
Hello, Evan.
I have to start driving soon, so in case I don't get back before the stream ends, I'm so looking forward to meeting everyone at the first boot camp. Bye for now. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend.
Yeah,
We're looking forward to meeting you as well, Evan.
Less than a week away.
Almost there.
Stay on target.
We'll see you next week. If you're interested in joining us at a future animation workshop, we've got one coming up in November. Our first 2 sold out. We just announced our first intermediate animation boot camp, intermediate to advanced, where in this one, the first 2 are more about like the bouncing ball and the flour sack and stuff like that. But this one coming up in November is if you're ready to move beyond the bouncing ball and get more into character. It's called The Living Line. It's our 2D animation boot camp here in Orlando, Florida. Go to creatureartteacher.com/live to learn more. Spots are extremely limited, and we just announced it last week, and we're already a third sold out.
That sounds interesting. I might take that one.
Yeah, you should take it. I think you would really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You might get something out of it too. Anyway, go to creatureartteacher.com/live. You can learn all about it. Spots are limited, as I say, and it will sell out, so don't wait. Your meals, your lodging are included. You just have to get yourself to Orlando.
Nova's wondering, are you going to do anything else with the tiger after inking?
I'm not sure yet. I'm kind of liking it nice and simple. I don't want to destroy it. I might add a little bit of, I might test it and try a little some cool shadows. But I'm liking the simplicity of it right now.
I find funny, so in Tech New Universal was talking about the tiger's purr, and tigers and lions and other cats of their size, they have such like deep sounding purrs.
Yes.
And even when they call out, it's just like that, that loud roar.
Yeah.
But then you come across a cheetah, and they sound like a house cat.
Boingo McSnaz on YouTube says,
Hey, Boingo McSnaz.
Hey, Aaron, your work has inspired me so much. From Brother Bear all the way up through your YouTube videos, you've given me the confidence to pursue animation. Thank you for all that you've done.
You're welcome. That's a nice thing to say. Thank you.
For people who don't know, who might be joining us or just tuning in because you're just seeing a desk with some hands.
Hello.
The artist who's drawing today, Aaron Blaise, directed Disney's Brother Bear. He was with Disney for over 21 years. He was an animator, character designer, worked on films like The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Mulan, Pocahontas, Rescuers Down Under. His characters that he designed include Raja, Yao, the Ancestor Ghost, Nala from The Lion King, and the list goes on. And
but I started out as an animal artist.
He started out as an animal artist.
That's where I started.
Love.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn more about what we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow us because we put tons of free content out all the time. And we've got tons of deep, pack full courses on our website, creatureartteacher.com.
Have you seen have you seen the new trailer for the new Avatar?
Yes.
Iron Ash?
Yes, I'm excited.
Oh, man.
It looks so good. Still hard to believe that the first one came out back in 2009.
Yeah.
I remember it because I was with my buddy at the time, Kyle, and he was more excited about Avatar than any human being on earth. He was like the biggest James Cameron fanboy, you know.
Did he paint his face blue?
No, but he talked about this movie before there was even a trailer. Like he knew it was coming out. He knew, he knew it was coming out. And we go to see the movie, and as his butt hits the seat, he gets the call that his wife at the time has just gone into labor.
Oh no!
And he looks at me and goes, "She'll wait." And he just and he watched the movie and then went to the hospital.
Wow!
It worked out. He got there in plenty of time. And he could tell her about Avatar, so there was that.
Reminds me of my sister Austin's story when she and Eric went to see the Avengers while she was pregnant with her son Aiden, and I think halfway through the movie, her water broke and she ended up having to go to the hospital because she was going to labor.
Well, your mother was going into labor when we were seeing Indiana Jones, was it The Last Crusade with Sean Connery?
Was he born in '89?
Was that 89?
I was born 90.
Oh, maybe
Maybe
was
it came out
Austin.
in '90. You might be right.
No, because Austin was The Abyss. We went and saw The Abyss. Oh, actually, no, we brought Austin to The Abyss. That was her first movie. She was like 2 weeks old, and we went and saw The Abyss, and we brought her with us. And she sat in her little carrier, and she was perfect. She just sat right through it. Another James Cameron movie.
Yeah, Indiana Jones: Last Crusade came out in '89.
Okay, so it was her then. Sorry.
And so for me, it was something else.
For you, we went to the beach, and she went body surfing to try to get herself to go into labor.
Whee!
You came out with 2 black eyes and a dislocated shoulder. You were so big.
Put me back in, coach. I can still fight.
Yeah.
Looked like I had a one-on-one with Mike Tyson
You did.
in his prime.
I plopped you right on my chest, and we all fell asleep.
Techno Universal says that drawing would also look really good for a 1980s billboard ad promoting a more exotic sort of product like a supercar.
Yeah, the tiger, and off to the right, it's like a cologne. Primal cologne.
Primal.
Primal. Tiger scent. Rawr. Tree maybe says that this tiger has the look on his face like "Don't touch my tail." I think he has that look of like, you gotta be kidding me.
We're getting there. Almost there.
Almost there.
Aaron's drawing a tiger today. Today is August 1st, and it is Animal Kingdom Month at Creature Art Teacher. All month long, we're celebrating animal drawing and creature design classes are all just $15 each, or you can get any two for 20 bucks. So the more you buy, the more you save. CreatureArtTeacher.com.
Yeah, also become a lifetime member and you'll be able to see Snow Bear on the August 23rd. Private screening online. I'm going to be giving an entire presentation on the making of and the inspiration and how I went about doing it all on my own. I created the film over 3 years on my own. And I'm going to talk about how to do that.
Yeah, and again, in addition to that, access to that private screening, which also, like I said, we're going to show the movie, and then Aaron's going to talk about how he made it. You also get everything else on the website forever.
Forever.
The deal of a lifetime.
Lifetime means lifetime.
Forever.
And that's not just streaming.
Yeah, that's download access. You also get access to all of our past live workshop events, which you can't buy those. They've never been available for sale. So unless you attended those in person, there was no way to retroactively get access to them unless you become a lifetime member. It really is the deal of a lifetime.
Old Dirty. That name. Old Dirty Fatty on YouTube says it's rather interesting to see this image progress. I find it kind of suspenseful to see how you balance line with tone.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
East Great Nation. Corvid says, very excited by the idea of a comic course. I've had one in mind. I've slowly been developing since 2020.
Oh, that's great. So you're a comic artist. That's awesome.
Very nice. Thero2 on YouTube says, greetings from Hungary. What markers do you use?
I'm using OLO Markers today. OLO. That's olomarker.com. On OLO Paper, by the way.
Terry Turek says, hubby was at Blizzard Games and saw Avatar just saw for a second, at the LA Spectrum Mall. Very nice.
Oh, the new one?
I think he's talking about the original Avatar back in 2009.
Oh.
I think. Could you confirm, please, Terry, if you're still around? Earlier, Julia says, can't wait to watch Snow Bear again with the whole community.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic.
Can't wait to share it.
Maximus says, greetings from Charlotte, NC.
North Carolina.
Ranola says,
Granola.
Raynola says, that paper looks larger than A4. What size of paper are you using?
It's 11 by 17. It's the right size.
About Avatar, Terry says, I didn't know there was a new one.
Comes out December.
Yeah, there's the first one came out in 2009, and then a few years ago there was the Way of the Water.
Is that a few years ago now?
It's 2 years ago, I
2
think.
years, yeah. So technically, yeah, a few years ago.
Yeah.
2 years. And now we have Fire and Ash. So, and supposedly there's supposed to be 2 more after this one.
There's at least one more. I don't know if there's 2 more. At one point, they were, I can't remember, they consolidated at one point.
Until it makes $1 billion, and then they'll. Actually, Cameron doesn't care about that. Every one of his movies makes $1 billion.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. Oh, you made the highest grossing movie of all time.
Yeah, let me do that again.
And again. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
come on.
Disney just walks over to Cameron like, "Hey James, we need to stop. We're at 10 episodes. We're at 10 films already." He just goes, "I don't care."
And it's funny too, because $1 billion. No, it's $2 billion.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
Martin says, "I just saw the new Avatar trailer." What I really like about that new trailer is just that shot of those airships
Yeah.
with those
They're biological. They're
biological
creatures.
Yeah,
You
they
know
look
what?
like giant jellyfish.
I would go so far as to say those are some really good examples of creature design.
Yeah.
And if you would like to learn creature design, head on over to creatureartteacher.com, where it is Animal Kingdom Month, and you can get any animal drawing course or creature design course for just $15, or get 2 for $20. Shameless plug.
Slippery you.
I know Terrell worked on the Avatar movies.
No, she did not. Remember, we said that. We mentioned that to her, and she says, "No, I actually
that's
didn't."
right. That's right.
No,
She made
she created.
the Star
Jar
Wars,
Jar
Star Wars
Binks.
Creatures book, right?
Yeah,
Creatures
Yeah,
of
she
Star
designed Jar
She
Jar.
did
She designed
Sebulba.
Sebulba.
a lot of the other creatures.
And I love that book too. It was like the Creatures Journal of Star Wars, and it has like in-depth looks of all the different creatures of all the
Oh yeah,
plants like Tatooine, Naboo, even Coruscant. There's creatures there, and I thought it was really cool.
so I'm using a white Jelly Roll pen to get some of these white highlights and the whiskers.
And Matt Needlestep says Sebulba was such a great design. Yeah, I really like that design as well. But what I liked most was the design of his pod racer. The sound design of his pod racer, to be more exact.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah.
You see that? It's almost like a what is it?
Ben Burt, man, he's like the goat of sound design, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of the entire movie, like I know episode 1 gets so much hate because of like the poor story making and everything, or but I love that film because one of the biggest reasons is for that pod racing sequence. The pod racing was so cool, so much fun.
I remember going to see Star Wars in the theater.
The original?
The original, yeah.
Then you brought-
1977. I was 9 years old.
Then Austin and I got to get to experience seeing the originals in the theaters because we saw the remastered versions with the CG added to them.
Ugh. What were you thinking?
You know, he's redone that since
I know.
then. They look a lot better than when they first came out. But it's kind of weird because if you go back and watch the originals now,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, weird. I remember them being better than this.
I'll never forget.
You remember them through 9-year-old goggles.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. We had the original VHS set,
The original VHS, yeah.
but there's one particular shot. There's like one shot. It's like maybe 2 seconds long of the fight against Darth Vader and Ben Kenobi on the Death Star. And there's a bit where the camera's on Ben, and they're kind of like light tapping the sabers to each other, kind of like testing each other out. But there was an issue with a particular shot, because apparently they forgot to add the visual effect of the saber, and all you see is just this electric rod.
Yeah, I know.
You see these little.
That's
sparks.
pretty famous.
It wasn't until the remastered versions when they actually fixed that issue.
Yeah.
But I did like that they also added later on the bonk of the stormtrooper hitting his forehead on the door, because it didn't have that sound.
No, it didn't.
Theatrical release, did it?
No. All I drew after I saw that film, and then Battlestar Galactica came out a couple of years later on TV, all I ever drew, plus I was learning how to draw in perspective, was spaceships. Giant spaceships. I would spend hours drawing giant spaceships.
That's what I did a lot in high school too, just drawing spaceships. And I actually did do a lot of drawing various designs similar to, and a lot of the fighters I drew was a lot of inspiration of the Viper from Battlestar Galactica. Though the Galactica I watched was the remake Galactica that was on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah, which is nothing like the TV version that I grew up with.
I really liked the remake. I never watched the original.
The one I watched was super campy.
I've seen clips over the years, but like it was off of TV, you know.
I never missed it. I had their little fighter. I had that and that toy, and
yeah, they kept all the classic designs and everything with in the remake. All I really did was obviously they tweaked the story.
There we go. I'm done, you guys. Sorry, Dustin. I'm just letting you know.
Shutting it, sir.
Do you want to? Should we get a closer look on this, or do you want to move?
Yeah, let's do that.
So there we go. There's the finish, and like we said, this is going to be available at creatureartteacher.com. That was a lot of fun.
What are we drawing next? That looks great.
Thanks.
We gotta zoom in on this.
So there's our little drawing for the day using OLO Markers on OLO Paper. Check them out at olomarkers.com. Actually, one more thing.
One more thing?
Yeah.
OLO Marker.
What did I do with my, well, there it is. I want to put a little highlight.
Little highlight right there.
There we go.
People are saying beautiful. It looks so good.
There we go. I really recommend these markers, and I recommend the paper. It just took it, I mean, it's so clean. I just love it.
It's like Galaxy Quest. These floors are so clean.
They're so clean.
My mom recited that line all the time.
Yeah. Your mother loved that movie.
Don't forget, we've got a bunch of originals at Creature Art Teacher. Go to creatureartteacher.com/originals. We are not going to be back next Friday, but instead, we're going to be here next Monday. We're going to do some more animal drawing on Monday in celebration of Animal Kingdom Month. Plus, it's going to be to promote Aaron's upcoming workshop at New Masters Village this September in Colorado. So
Exactly.
we're going to be joined. We're going to do a special simulcast with New Masters Academy on Monday. So it should be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Very excited. Okay.
Are we calling it?
We're calling it. Thanks, you guys.
Thanks
It was
for.
a lot of fun. And like we said, let me move this. Oh,
Oh no! Did it tear?
it tore a little bit. It's
We
all-
need to get you some actual drafting tape.
It's not bad. It's okay. So yeah, I used the wrong tape, but it's okay.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
But it
But
worked.
let me move it over. There we go. More in the center.
That looks great. Came out really nice.
So there's our yeah. If you frame it, that part will be out of the frame.
Yeah.
But come back again Monday. We'll do more of this kind of drawing on Monday, and I really enjoyed today. So thanks for hanging out with us, you guys. And once again, go on over to our website, creatureartteacher.com. We've got so many lessons there. You become a member, and you can join me every Friday, not just on these public streams, but I also go on at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can join me. I might be animating. I might be doing all kinds of different things, and you can join me right in my studio. And that's all part of becoming a member at our website. So thanks. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I'll see you guys again on Monday.
Yeah, we're going to throw up the workshop slide one more time for people who might have missed those URLs. If you want to join Aaron for animal drawing in person, it's newmastersvillage.com. And if you want to join us in person in Orlando for animation, it's creatureartteacher.com/live. We will see you next time, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can I move you all?